I could. So I'll get the calls, and I get a voice, but that voice doesn't tell me who the fuck it actually is. But a judge will get down to IP addresses, pass those, and find out exactly who it is. And there we are. I don't know a voice to a name, you know what I mean? But the court will find it out. No, they're going to, because if it was just me, yeah, probably not. But I got Brownsburg Chief of Police coming in with me that day. And going to tell his side of the story. And then I'm going to have my old landlord there. So they'll probably continue it until they find more information out, and then we'll have another court date. And trust me, if Brownsburg wants to get money out of someone, they're going to. Cops rarely showed up. Are you fucking drunk, bitch? They showed up about every night at my house. Every other night. For dumbass, nefarious reasons. Never did I get arrested. I was never found in the wrong. Come on now. I'm going to sue them for harassment. I'm going to sue them for a lot of different things. I know, my Brian's wonderful. I agree. Is it Katie? I spell it Katey. I ought to pay for the damn phone, sue him for the damn phone bill too. But I've actually got a leg to stand on. You can look at all the social media videos. It's not illegal to drink in your house and dance and whatever. But what is illegal is to constantly use public resources, make up false accusations, make them come there, and nothing has ever happened. And that's what they're going to go after. And the fact that Brian tried to sue me and then he took it back because he figured out, oh fuck, I'm gonna be really fucked if I do this. Trust me. The internet is like a gray area online, but I'm gonna try to make it to where it's black or white at this point.
A gray area.
That's what they always said. It's a gray area.
For what?
When people call making false accusations and shit, and well, Chief of Police of Brownsburg is pissed off about it.
Yeah.
He was trying to get it subpoenaed from Hendricks County to start it, but Brian beat him to it. So now it's going to go down. They would say all kinds of things to get him there. In Indianapolis, if you bug IMPD, like they've already been bugged so many times. I called the Attorney General's office over it once they showed up twice here, and I put in a complaint of false accusations, and it's not happened again. But if it continues, I'm going to also sue for that shit too. And trust me, IMPD will be on it. Hendricks County's on it. It's just, they made my case even better. Every time they showed up, did I ever get arrested? Nothing. You're allowed to drink in your house. Now, if I was out drinking and driving and hooting and hollering, okay, I get it. But never once did I get arrested. So I'm also going to bring that up to the judge. Now at my new address, they know, and they've sent IMPD out. Let them join the lawsuit.
And animal control. And the fire department.
Right, I didn't want to bring it. Fire department, animal control, they're all involved. Yes, I did. Hello. And he took it back. What I'm saying...
The animal control, what? 3 seconds to realize 3 stories are not.
Right. Ooh, that must be the one calling, trying to defend themselves. Be always lying. Yeah. Okay. I'll see you in court, bitch. You're gonna fuck around and find out. Screenshot that, Justin.
Get him!
And the disturbance to them was me getting drunk in my own home. Frank!
You're gonna fucking hurt yourself.
Yeah, but we still need the screenshots. There are none. Every hole that was put in my yard by Royal, we filled up. That shit was taken care of.
Frank. Frank.
He sued me over a broke down ass pool and shit I left in the garage. Which could be covered by my deposit. And yeah, it could probably be settled outside of court if I offered him my dad's truck, but I wanted to go to court because I need all this other shit to happen. It's not illegal to get drunk in your own home and dance to Ella Langley in your cowboy boots and fall down and all of that. They're also going to pay for that visit where I fell down. I specifically told them I was fine. Baby Dukes was trying to protect me and say get the fuck away from her. But no, they had to take me. You can get drunk in your own home. Now, if I was out and about and in the wild or in my car or something, yeah. Never once have I been detained or, you know, put in jail over that. Never once. It's not illegal. I have the upper hand in this whole... But what I'm going to ask the judge to do, which is going to continue the case... And again, I have the chief of police coming with me. He never labeled me a menace or anything. He said if you had been arrested at any point, he was like, yeah, I would have, but I had. You never have. You were drinking in your own, and we got calls. And he was like, and between me and you, he was like, yeah, I could have stopped the calls and all that. And he'll bring those recordings and everything, but he refused to because the officers got to know me and everything, and they wanted to make sure I was all right at the end of the day. So they use so many public resources, you know what I mean? We don't know. We're going to find out who called, though, very soon. And I'm suing the motherfuck out of them. I'm going to make an example for the internet. Because I called and asked him, hey, can we have like a code word or whatever? And he said, I can't do that in my own heart because we know you now. And what if something really is wrong? We'd rather show up and there nothing be wrong than not show up and something be wrong. And you know what I mean? And I get where he's coming from. I get wherever, you know. Yeah, but I wasn't calling them. Had it been inside the house, the calls were coming from inside the house on me, then that would be a problem. It was never me. No, I'm going to bring that up in court too, how I got fired. I have the screenshots of the Reddit post. I want that subpoenaed as well. I want that shit subpoenaed, and I'm going to sue the fuck out of them. Or try to. Trust me, I'm going to court with an army. I can prove defamation. I can prove a lot of things at this point. This is going to be ongoing. So this is just the first court date of many. Yeah, I will. I had an attorney that's going to come in hard. And not a low budget attorney. Like, we're gonna show this judge this is a way bigger case than what you ever thought you were gonna show up for today. They'll take the time, especially when you got an attorney. Alright, all you naysayers, don't believe me, just watch. This is going to be a big deal. It's probably going to take years. I'm not even going to lie. But at the end of the day, I'm going to make my fucking case very clear. And I'm going to make an example out of this so other people like me who are online and shit like that, they can't continue to do this. It'll be worth it. It's going to suck. I'm going to pay a lot, and me and Brian's helping me, but I'm going to pay a lot in attorney fees, but it's going to fucking happen. No, we're not settling out of court. I told Brian, continue this. I don't care. All he wants is a measly $2,000. I'm going after big fucking money after this. No. Fucking Brownsburg needs their money back for all the resources. There's too many people involved at this point. No. I'm not going to settle. Whether it go his way, my way, I'm not settling. I'm going to keep going on and on and on to make a fucking example. Because people like that, it's got to happen. So that the courts see this isn't a gray area anymore. This has got to be black or white, like everything else in the fucking judicial system. What are you doing? Did you open up the garage?
Sure.
What are you doing?
Looking for something.
I was hoping you weren't trying to clean it out tonight.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to rain the next 4 days.
Looking for, how to explain, the little black box will fit right in your hand. It's got a screen on it and some buttons. And it's got a thick black cord with a funny plug on the end of it. I know I've seen it in the house somewhere. And I'm like, that's a stupid spot for that. And I didn't do anything with it. Maybe I did. I don't know.
So you open up the garage to find it?
Yeah. It was right out when you opened.
We're gonna go to El Toro. Thank God. Look how cute this little lighter thing he got me is. I love it. How cute is that? Schnitzel! Babadook. Everyone, hashtag schnitzel.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. Also, what the helly? Indy, say what the helly to Indy.
What the hell?
Rissa!
Katie! I look a mess today, Katie. Just ignore me.
It happens. Fuck, that's me every other
We're all
day.
I'm wearing oversized boxers downstairs as shorts.
we are all messes still. Believe me.
I'm coming in there.
How are you?
I'm alright. Just talking about my upcoming lawsuit and all that.
Lawsuit? Oh. What the helly?
Yeah, it's a whole damn thing. It's nothing exciting.
I was gonna say lawsuits are really like lawsuits in this country are nothing really to write home about. Like unless it's a murder case, but like the regular legal system has fucked me over 3 times in a row. So like I don't even talk about how all that works or doesn't work really.
Suck.
Civil lawsuits really suck.
It's gonna be dragged out, I'm sure, but I'm gonna get down to brass tacks on this one. Finally, I finally got the upper hand.
My divorce took 2 years. 2 years of fucking court hearings and back and forth and all that kind of bullshit.
Were you married to someone in the States?
Yes. Yeah.
Ooh.
I was married to somebody that at the time of the divorce, she was trying to get as much money as possible. And she got herself one of those, like, we make you rich lawyers, you know, the ones that like promise you that they're going to get the most money. And that's how it played out.
Did you win or no?
Well, there is no winning in a divorce lawsuit. There's no winning. It just depends on like how much you lose, basically.
I asked Brian, hey, will you ever marry me? And he said, yeah, but we're signing prenups. And I'm like, fair enough.
I had one. She stole it from the filing cabinet, and I was so lucky that my immigration lawyer still had a valid copy. So I can tell you all about that. Like, I would never, like, I keep saying this ever, like, you know, I've always said, like, I would never get married again. But then again, you know, never say never. If for whatever reason it might ever happen again or whatever, I would still do that. I would still do that again. Because, you know, you can't erase the trauma. You can't erase, you know, what happened to you. And I don't know if I would ever be able to trust anybody like that. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, how many people have I had in my life that were like I thought were really close to me and ended up being two-faced.
right? But look, for the first time in my life, and I have my jar of hearts here. Let's be real. All of these and this one. He's the first one that asked for. I would sign it because you know why? I genuinely love him, and I don't want a fucking dollar if I have to walk away.
Right.
But I also don't ever want to walk away. So, and then I got a lot of stocks too that, you know, is going to add up to a bunch. Once I turned 50, my mom had the presence of mind to know not to give me access to my stocks until I'm 50 years old. But
Smart. That is very
she
smart.
was smart.
It's called, I don't even know what it's called. Like, it's called Altersvorsorge in German. It means, like, you know, planning ahead for your age. For retirement, basically, yeah. Thank you, Mom. The chat
Right,
is.
but
the
also
chat's really-
my oldest sister, who's in care of my stocks and inheritance that's coming, she said, "You are not getting married unless you sign a prenup, anyways." And I was always scared of that. Like, hey, how are you going to say, "Hey, I love you so much, but sign this prenup"? This motherfucker said, "I would marry you, but you got to sign a prenup." Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Fine.
at the end of the day, like, you know, people also need to be, you need to be real, you know. You need to stay grounded. With all love and everything, it's kind of like, you know, you want it to work out. You obviously have, you know, when you step in front of that altar or whatever, like, you have all these plans or whatever, but you still have to stay a realist. And especially when there is a drastic imbalance between you know, assets or whatever, like, it's just a smart way to do. And you know what, who cares 10 years down the road, if you really feel like, you know, this is it, and you're gonna be with that person for fucking ever, you can always retract the prenup later. Like, you know, that's what most people don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
at any point in time, you can sit down together, go to a lawyer or whatever, and you can say, like, hey, we've been together long enough. Like, we know this is it. Like, we just want to remove this, and then that's it. Like, you know, I
What my sister has told me, even though it's an inheritance in stocks, legally it wouldn't be entitled to him, but still, to save ass overall, there will be a prenup signed. And she's made Meredith sign, my other sister sign a prenup. My brother, who is thinking about marrying this chick that he's with because he's already been through a bad divorce. Like, my sister is super smart. She's like, although legally we'll go to battle for it and we'll win, but still just that extra backup.
Yeah. And it's also like, you know, times have changed, you know, in the 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s, like, things was different. Like, people kind of like met each other and then they married, whatever. Nowadays, especially this generation is a throwaway society, you know. The moment like they find something better, they ditch you. The moment, like, you know, something else is more appealing, or, like, you know, it's time to actually put in the work in the relationship, you know, when the hard, like, parts, like, you know, when the rocky road comes, they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna find me a better guy, you know, I'm gonna find me somebody that has more money, I'm gonna find me somebody that treats me better, whatever. And it's very sad, but, you know, it's this like social media for attention. You know, I can find something better in a heartbeat society. The swipe, yes, it's a swiping society, and it's very like, you know. I know people are gonna. I know there's gonna be some people that disagree with me, but I also know there's a lot of people that agree with me on this. And I don't want to sit here, Katie. Like, I'm old. I always say, like, I'm old as fuck. Like, I don't want to sit here.
You're
And,
not old as fuck.
I have seen a world with no internet. I've seen a world with no social media. And
And I always say, thank God, when I was going to high school, we didn't have social media like this,
God, the
or I'd be
bullying.
in big trouble.
yeah. And then you know, I don't want to sit here. I grew up at a time when a teacher was able to afford a house and a car.
Can I have this?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can.
She knows this one.
Yes. It was mine, and you know who I gave it to. Yeah. Of course you can have it. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I don't want to sit here and say, oh, back in the day, everything was better. Like, you know, my grandparents, my grandpa would always say, like, what is this weird music everybody's listening to nowadays? That's not music. It's just boom, boom, boom. You know, when they grew up in the 40s and whatever, in 50s, when, like, you know, songs were about love and missing somebody or whatever, and not N-word, N-word, N-word. And, like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to sit here and say, like, oh my God, like everything was so much better. But some things really were. And it makes me sad. Like, it really, like, makes me sometimes, I don't know if you've ever had that, like, where you looked at old pictures and you get this, like, this sinking feeling in your heart, and you were like, I miss those times, you know? Like, I wish I could I wish I could turn back the time to that, you know? And sometimes I do. Sometimes I really, like, I look at my old picture collections or whatever, my old friends, like the times in Berlin, like, you know, the times on CB radio and, like, everything. And it makes me sad. It really makes me, like...
When we had LimeWire and everything, and we were burning CDs. And,
of course. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I lived in that day. The only thing I had in high school was a damn beeper, and then you'd send, like, a 911, and you'd find the nearest payphone
Yes.
to fucking call back on, collect, and say what you have to say before you hung up.
Listen, I'm old enough. My actual childhood was even before that. Like, we had literally nothing. We had 20 cents in our pocket to go to our payphone to call our parents when we went to the city swimming pool. And we literally just rode our bikes. Like, our parents would, like, give us a little bag of, like, snacks or whatever, and they said, go have fun. Just be back before the streetlights turn on. And we did.
And that's not the reality. Man, I put so many miles on my bike when I was a kid.
Yes.
Those days are gone.
Blacking out.
Oh God, me too. I had a bicycle with a car radio. I had a battery on the back of it, and a radio with 4 speakers, and then a CB radio, an antenna, and a 100 watts booster. So, like, on the CB radio on my bicycle, I could be heard in the entire city of Berlin. It was so fucking fun.
Back in the day, when you knew if you weren't home before the lights came on, your ass was getting worked.
Yeah, that, or you had to call. You better call your parents from your friend's house, and you said, like, "Hey, I'm with my friend Marco or whatever. Like, I'm staying here, or, like, you know, or, like, his mom is driving us home later, or something like that, right?" And a flat tire, yes. Oh God, how many flat tires?
There's a crispy bird outside.
My favorite was, hey, we got to make sure the parents are okay with you staying there, and then you get their older sister on the phone and act like the mom, and you were at that house, but you were fucking 3 miles down the road somewhere else. Yes, those days don't happen anymore.
Yeah, nope. My parents yelling down the street for us. Same. And it's like, nowadays everything is like, you know, I don't know. That iPhone nowadays is almost like a tether. It's like a shackle. You're getting tracked. You're getting called. You're getting tabs are being kept on you, and then again, you know, that whole generation social media where like, you know, the kids in school now bully each other. Like, they have chat groups and, you know, Snap groups where they talk shit about each other and all that kind of stuff. And it's like,
I remember one of my friends came to the front porch one time, and we were just having a talk about it. And I left the front door open, and Lana comes out halfway in her bathrobe and says, "We're not heating the whole outside. Shut the door." And I turned around and I said, "Not in that bathrobe, we're not." Next thing you know, I got my dad out there, like, fucking beating the hell out of me. Good times, bad times, or whatever.
Cynthia, having the extra long cord on your phone was a big deal, so you can take your phone to your bed or something like that. Yes.
I have to take this off because it's cracked.
Oh yeah, I know. Mhm. Oh, my Lanta. Like, you know, sometimes it's fun to talk about these things, but it makes my heart heavy. Like, it really does. Like, every time I go back to Berlin and I stay at my parents' house, I don't know if you ever saw me live back there. Not really, right? Like, that was before we talked on TikTok. it makes me sad. Like I like sitting in my old childhood bedroom. It always makes me sad because it brings back all these memories.
The party lines. Me and my friend, people are bringing up party lines here. Oh, me and my friends would get on there and tell older dudes that we were much older than what we were. We were like 14, 15. Oh, we're 19, whatever. We'd go get them to buy us McDonald's and a fucking pack of cigarettes and then figure out a way to cut out. Oh, yeah, the party lines were the best.
I do remember the days too when there was multiple phones hooked up to the same line, and then you could hear that click when somebody pick up the phone downstairs, and they would be able to listen in. Yeah,
The best was dial-up. So you'd get on AOL or whatever and pick up the phone and hang it up just so that you could make a phone call real fast.
yeah. Oh, I remember that too. When I was in Berlin, I had I also ran, like, in the early days of computer technology, like I ran a mailbox. Like I had a computer that was hooked up to the phone line, and then people could dial in. It was the predecessor to the internet. So like in 92, 91, 92, 93, I had basically a computer that was available to dial into. And I don't know if anybody here is old enough to even know what a mailbox is. It was called a mailbox. And you had your modem, your 2.4K modem, not 56K or whatever, but it was 2.4, and then it was 9K6. Fix what?
Yeah, I don't know about any of that, but we had dial-up, and all I knew is to kick them off the computer so I could use the phone. Is I would pick up the phone, dial 411 for information. As soon as I heard the lady's voice, I fucking stopped, and then next thing you know, you motherfucker! Downstairs, and then I'd hurry up and call my friends and be like, "Hey, I'll meet you at the car."
What I was talking about is before that. That was before that. Internet didn't exist yet.
Ew, why would you say that, Mickey? Why would you say that?
What?
I don't know. This Mickey chick. Let me look at her profile picture. Let me get a good look. Oh, motherfuck! Did you stick your finger in a fucking light socket?
It's like you
Die
remember?
or don't, bitch. Die or don't.
Remember what app you're on right now?
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always going to be haters. Like
Unbelievable.
at the end of the day, everybody's
Look like
gonna.
what my aunt looked in the fucking 90s.
Everybody has an opinion. Rissa.
Opinions are like assholes and they all stink.
And everybody has one.
And it's always the ones that look the worst that have the worst opinions. It's like
to me, in my personal experience, honestly, Katie, it's always the people that are least qualified that judge me the hardest.
always.
Always.
Always. I agree 100%. You look at their picture, you're like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like, you can't even talk shit to them because you feel bad enough from their profile. And if that's their profile picture they pick, can you imagine?
Or even worse, somebody making a video trying to make me look bad, like pulling at straws, trying to make me look bad. The entire comment section, like 95% of the comment section, is defending me and telling her off. And yet still she feels it's appropriate to leave the post up and even make nasty comments herself comment. And I'm like, don't you see it? Like, how hot of a water did you fall into as a baby? That your brain is so dysfunctional, like your brain is so damaged that you don't see you're barking up the wrong tree. You're trying to make me look bad for something. You're trying to point fingers and put blame on me. And the entire internet is rebutting you. The entire internet is saying, like, you're out of line. Like, that's not it. Like, at what point?
The mentally ill, they get checks every month, and this is their entertainment. This is what they do. Trisha Paytas gave me the best advice almost 10 years ago. She said, either you're going to talk about someone or you're going to be talked about. Which one are you going to do? And you know what? That has always sat with me, and I'd rather be talked about than talk about someone else. You know what I mean? Anyone doing better than you isn't going to have the time to fucking put you down.
Exactly.
It's always, you know what I mean? It's always those.
I have never seen a single person on this app right here making a nasty video about me or making a nasty comment about me that is actually doing better in life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like somebody who's actually successful. 95, yeah, that's good. It's a little high right now. Somebody that's actually successful, somebody that has like a life, friends, like, you know, or like a house full of friends and their own business and, you know, all that kind of stuff. They're not on the internet talking shit.
No,
They would be on the internet, like doing something productive, you know, making people happy, selling products, whatever it is that they do.
Nobody doing better than you is going to take the time out of their day to fucking put you down. It's always going to be those people, less than, whatever. But like I said, Cadis told me this, and I've said it a million times. She said, either you're going to be talked about or you're going to talk about someone else. Which one do you want to do? That has stuck with me for 10 years now.
It's kind of like somebody just said, I just commented on a video about Stefan. Not surprised that there is one. I don't care for him, but I'm tired of people blaming him. See, and that this is like, you know, it's totally honestly too, like, people don't have to care for me. Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. And, but at the end of the day, you can still see what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
People are obsessed, I know, Laurel, because Katie is entertainment. Like people treat Katie like a reality show. They think that she's fake, that she's just acting, and that
I
like
can make this shit up even if I wanted to.
yeah. And
That's why I say we need to contact Netflix and do a whole series on being online. I think.
yes, Leisha, I know. That's, I mean, at the end of the day, if there's one thing that people do know, and I don't even have to say this, people absolutely do know that, like, Shay was absolutely happy here. Like, you know, we loved Shay. Shay loved us. She came here for a reason. So anybody trying to like hindsight now make up some kind of bullshit narrative needs to really like step in front of the mirror and take 5 minutes of peace and quiet. And you know, at the end of the day, people need to realize that we lost somebody. We lost a life. Like this is not your fucking TikTok drama where, like, you know, somebody you know,
She loved you guys. Look,
bullshit.
at the end of the day, here's the truth. When I first met you, I was with one of your haters, and she tried to convince me you guys were bad. But how fast was it for Shay and Rissa?
I mean,
And I found out you guys are fucking cool people. Like, big deal. You like big. So what? Everybody has their own whatever. But I was being, and that was my own bad. You know what I mean?
I know. We talk about this. We talked about this quite a few times, and I never really like had any.
Crazy.
What do you call it? Like, fuck. What's the word for it? Like, I like. There's no more hard feelings about this situation. You know, like I'm not like still sitting here and saying like, oh, Katie. It's like
Animosity.
animosity, or like, you know, like lingering animosity, and grudge. That's what it was. Thank you so much. I'm not holding a grudge at all. It's like, you know, people also know that, like, I have never ever encouraged anybody to overeat. I've never sat here and made people eat, or like, you know, forced people to get on a scale, or like, you know, told people to get bigger, or any of that bullshit. All I've been doing is saying, like, you know, look at Shay, look at Rissa, look at like Esme and Audrey and everybody as they are, and accept people as they are. If they want to lose weight, let them lose weight. If they want to eat and pig out, let them pig out. They are adults. I am not here to change anybody in either direction. And then having videos made where people are making it seem like people are pretending like it is a given truth that I'm encouraging people to overeat it's literally defamation and slander. It's lying. It's libel. Like, I have never made anybody overeat. For sensationalism on TikTok, there always has to be some kind of bullshit story. It always has to be some kind of narrative that needs to be pushed and shoehorned and squeezed and strong-armed onto people, because otherwise it would be too boring. Like, oh, Shay lived with Stefan. She lived the happiest year and a half of her life here. She passed away from a flu. Not sensational enough. Like, you know, there has to be some sensationalism. There has to be some finger pointing. It has to be like, oh, the guy that runs the BBW house and makes people overeat, he dropped her off at the hospital and then left. It completely sounds a lot worse than it really was. And that's
well, there's a person right now that says, I respectfully disagree with your message you hold in your household. Heather, here's the thing. You're sitting there. You're against what he did. I've never seen him force feed any of these women. They cook for him. He eats what they eat, whatever. He respects it. But honestly, let's get down to brass tacks here. You watch me. I'm a fucking alcoholic. It's the same thing, man. Like, we all have our addictions. We all, whatever. So why is it okay for you to watch me as a fucking alcoholic, and it's okay and it's justified? But
I can tell you, like, literally, like, here's the point. Because you are not with me. If you were here, Katie, if you were sitting next to me, if you were in my house, I would be responsible for your drinking. But
right, because they blame you.
Correct.
Exactly.
Anything and everything that happens, like, I need to get blamed for, because these people need a narrative that is negative about me. If they don't have that, they fabricate it.
And it's fucked up. And if they can't come to me and fucking tear me up, they're going to come to you. But why? An addiction is an addiction is an addiction. So they eat what the fuck they want. You know, I drink what the fuck I want. But why is it okay for her to sit here and watch me? And, oh, that's okay. But watching them, oh, it's a sin. Because why? Have you ever seen Stefan once, ever? Let me ask you this. Tell him, keep eating. Keep doing this, whatever. No, he'll eat whatever they cook. They'll, you know.
If anything, like, literally, like, and this makes me, like, makes me so sad too to talk about, because Shay really loved to cook. Her one of her love languages was to cook for people, and she did. She even made me some German dishes and everything. Like, she found the recipes for some pretty tricky to make German foods, and she made those here. And it's like, not a single time did I ever, you know, get food or buy food for Xiomara, for example. Not a single time did I ever tell that girl to eat. And it's the same with Shay. I mean, she never got her sourdough, and this is so sad too. Her sourdough starter died. And, you know, at the end of the day, most of the women here really love to cook. It's just a fact. Just like the way that Katie likes to cook, Shay and Rissa and Esme, like, they all love to cook. And I just live here. If anything, I'm a feedee. You know, the girls feed me. They actually, and I'm not blaming anybody because I'm obviously a fucking adult. We have joked around between each other here that they are responsible for my weight gain because I put on some pounds. But at no point ever did anybody, like, you know, make anybody do anything, you know?
Right.
and then having people put these twisted bullshit narratives out there that's just completely wrong. Sadly, it allows some people watching that to actually believe that stuff, and then based on those beliefs, they go around and keep spreading a narrative that like they just heard about. Yeah, I heard from somebody who saw somebody post something on the internet. The guy is bad.
Oh, Polly, I'm a feeder because I feed Brian. Like, get the fuck out of here. And I also feed Larry. Just because you are targeting Brian because Brian's 6'6" and a biscuit away for 300 pounds, but no one's fucking judging Larry, who is small and all that. Like, come on. Think about it that way. No, I just love to cook and whatever. I hope you're joking because it's kind of fucked up. I am not a feeder.
You shouldn't have to defend how easy were the days before social media and public criticism. I know. We should all encourage each other to do better. Yes, that's what we do here. Literally, that's what we do. Yeah. Oh, Ali. Hey, Ali. I probably lost like 10 pounds or something in the last.
You're right, Polly, but I'm just like making a point out of that. Like, yeah, I love to cook and I love to eat too. I just can't eat as much anymore. I used to be huge, you know what I mean? But that's my love language is cooking and all that, you know?
Oh,
You're going through shit and I hate that people judge people. I hate it.
Social media is the worst thing to happen to us. I know. The problem is literally like social media is like this two-sided coin, you know? It's a blessing and a curse. Sometimes it's more of a blessing, sometimes it's more of a curse. I have a hungry Rissa up my neck right now. Like she wants to go. We get Chick-fil-B.
Stay on there and just turn the camera off.
Garage door.
She wants you to turn the camera off.
I know. I will. Hold on. Social media, let me tell you, it's brought me in contact with some of the best and some of the worst people in my entire life.
Garage door.
But my point is, what if I went to Paradise and I'm the size that I am? You guys wouldn't say shit. But
No, no, not about that. Like they would find something else. They would find something else to gossip and to talk shit about. It would be like, and I've seen those posts too, and this is super aggravating. People have literally spread the misinformation that there is substance here.
Huh? He needs a broom to sweep.
Yeah, or where from? It's outside. It's by the. It's in the by the. Yeah, it's by the back.
Oh, it's around back. It's outside.
So if you ever showed up here, then it would be like, oh, Stefan is giving her. Hold on.
Alcohol.
Sorry, what?
They would say, oh, he's feeding her alcohol.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Just give me a couple of minutes. I have to run out really quick. I'll be back. Okay.
All right.
Oh, ask me if I had Zell.
It's hot.
It is 100 degrees in Vegas.
Ah,
I only wanted you to turn the camera off so you didn't get the.
I know.
Not because I'm in here.
no, but if I were to go to Paradise, it would change the whole narrative. It wouldn't be, oh, he's a feeder anymore. Oh, now he's feeding her alcohol. Like,
Yeah,
targeted harassment. You know what I mean?
Not somebody being in my business. Somebody
And
said,
don't get me
listen,
wrong, I be eating too.
for whoever asked if I drive, that's none of your damn business.
Nobody talks crap about Ozempic.
Crazy.
I know.
I can drive, yeah.
Leave Risa alone.
It's literally like, honestly, I can tell you, like, it doesn't matter what I do. Some people are like flies, like, you know, that those green, like, iridescent, like, shiny flies. Like, whenever there's a pile of shit, they show up. And specifically in my personal life, like, whenever there's a pile of shit in my life, whenever something goes sideways, those people show up. They have nothing to say. They don't contribute anything positive. They are literally just flies that come for the shit.
And fuck them flies. I'm putting up a fly trap.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, some people really are like that. You know, there are other people that, like, you know.
Fuck them. You don't have to explain yourself. Where'd you go?
Show up when there's shit. They only show up when there's drama. And then all they do all day long is try to pin it, try to like blame, try to like, you know, make it sound like, exaggerate situations or embellish situations to make it seem like something negative, when in reality it was completely harmless. Oh well.
It's fucked up. I don't like it.
I mean, you have
My issues.
no, not issues. You have a dedicated hater. Let me tell you that, like, that and we move on account. Like, they have literally they do nothing but post your shit.
Right, yeah. I don't fucking pay attention to it, whatever. We all got issues. Everyone in here. We all got our own fucking issues. But to go out of your way and to attack someone else for theirs, that tells you what kind of person you are. You know what I mean? I just had a whole fucking day at a nail salon, and let me tell you, it ended up fucking breaking my heart, you know? All because someone didn't speak English, and other people, and it was black people, fucking Asian people, white people making fun of this person. But as a human being, I looked over and I was like, I'm not doing this no more. I don't give a fuck what, you know what, they're going through some shit. I ain't doing that. It's bad. At the end of the day, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that big of an asshole. I will never go out of my way to make someone feel uncomfortable or hurt their feelings. And the moment that I do,
intentionally,
I feel bad on myself. And we move on.
Like, one thing that, like, people also forget, like, what happens plenty of times is, like, you know, there's a saying, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people react, and then there's something that's called reactive abuse, where you're getting poked and bullied and harassed until you reach a breaking point, and then eventually you say something that you later regret. That too is a thing, you know. Like, I've been in that same situation. Like, I've said things in the heat of the moment that, like, I would not ever, like, intentionally say.
You know what I realized today? Like, and I probably realized it before, but never did it break my heart until today, because I was the only blonde, blue-haired white woman in there. Black people were making fun of other black people. Asian people were making fun of other Asian people. Not a goddamn one of them said a fucking thing to me. Because if they did, well, they didn't know this, but I would have went the fuck off. I don't know. It's bigger than what it seems. You know, I just realized the amount of hate. Like, I get hate online and shit like that. But today, I witnessed American black people making fun of Somalians, Asians, making fun. Are you fucking kidding me? And not a damn one of them said it. Is it because I'm white? It's probably because I'm white. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if that motherfucker would have said something to me, oh, hell would have broke loose. Yep, let's go. I'm going to fuck off. But just today, and I think I needed that today.
Yeah.
I think I needed to learn that today.
There is too much hate in this world. That is true.
Alright.
You're trying to get off? You're gonna get offline?
Yeah, he wants to go.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Talk to you later.
Alright. Have a good night.
You too.
But I'm telling you right now, it's probably the way America sees America. They could have sat there and talked shit to me and talked their different, like, not a one of them did. Maybe they did out of their own language, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it is fucked up. I witnessed one culture, and they're all black people, let's be real. You're black Americans making fun of a fucking Somalian woman, and then we got Asians out making fun of you too. When the Asians probably talk, they may have been talking about me, but god damn it, if I would have heard it, I would have picked up that chair and thrown it, and I almost damn near did. Like, I had that breaking point with me today. Like, what are you gonna do? You can freak the fuck out, you can go to jail today, or whatever. Instead of joining in with them and embarrassing someone, I chose to keep to myself. I was the only one that checked, and I thought she was fucking having a heart attack or whatever, and they told me no, it was a vibrating chair. Oh, and I forgot to mention this point. After I said that, everything, they laughed, and then the Asians started talking amongst themselves. Like, that life is so fucking, we're just the dash between the dates, you know what I mean? Like Schnitzel told me. No, I want to be a better fucking person, man. I don't want to be that asshole, you know what I mean? Short the holes, and sorry, I had cystic acne growing up, and I have holes in my face. It is what it is. Man, when you can be a better person, choose to be a better person. I could have continued and laughed with those people and everything, but once I seen it, and I don't care if they're rude to me, good. If they're being mean to me, they're leaving someone alone. I saw another human being was being hurt. And we move on. Alright, I'm leaving.